You know, I got to say, one of the most pleasant surprise movies I've seen in the last 12 months is Puss in Boots. And I say that because, I mean, Taylor's already grinning like an idiot. I say that because I was not a fan of the first Puss in Boots. I mean, I didn't hate it. Don't get me wrong. I didn't think it was absolutely terrible or anything like that, but I was not a big fan. And I love the Shrek universe. Like, I love the Shrek films and whatever, but then the trailers for Puss in Boots came out. And I was like, you know what? Because you guys know I'm not a cat guy, like F cats. I'm not a cat guy. But I saw that trailer. I'm like, okay, that looks pretty good. So then Ann and I go to see Puss in Boots. Absolutely loved it. It got a Best Animated Feature Academy Award over a couple of Pixar and Disney films, by the way, and looks great. Now, there's something that happens at the end of Puss in Boots that got me pretty excited, more excited than I thought I would get. Got me pretty excited and got the audience I was with excited. And that was, I won't tell you what it was specifically in case you haven't seen the movie, but there's a little bit of a hint of the wider Shrek universe. Now, this is important to keep in mind because I got a lot of people wondering, well, could they do another Shrek movie? Could they do another Shrek movie? Well, maybe they are, because according to the CEO of NBC Universal, Jeff Schnell, he's saying that Puss in Boots is just an entry point back into the Shrek universe. This is what he said specifically. He said, we're always looking for bolt-on acquisitions to bolster our business. And I'll give 2 examples, he says. We bought DreamWorks Animation, and it's been paying off steadily since our acquisition. And just now, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, which is a big hit at the box office, and really, here's the key words, and really, our re-entry point back into the Shrek universe. Puss in Boots is a big hit, and really our entry back into the Shrek universe. And I will tell you why. Ray's laughing at me because I'm talking as if we're just talking about The Fabelmans is getting a sequel or something. Ray, don't you understand this is big deal? Why are you laughing at this? This is a big deal.
Big deal Thursdays. Come on,
This
man.
is big deal Thursdays.
We need to move on.
Here's the thing. This is fantastic. Because I'll tell you what, I am a big fan of the Shrek films. I don't love all of them. All right. There are a couple that are weaker than others. Shrek 2 is one of my favorite animated films of all time. Probably in my top 5. Maybe at the worst, top 6, top 7. I love that movie. And I've been yearning for, the idea of getting Michael Myers back and get Eddie Murphy back, get Cameron Diaz, who had retired. She's back. Taylor Princess Fiona is not retired anymore.
I know. I'm thrilled about this.
So, I mean, that opens the door for Fiona to come back, Donkey to come back. I mean, you can't bring back Jonathan Lithgow or anything like that. That's fine. Maybe they find a way to, what was his name in that? Farquaad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Farquaad.
Bring him back. The
Which
whole
Shrek
bit.
would this be? They did 5?
This will be 5.
This would
okay.
be 5. Mm-hmm. And you know what they always say? 5 is the magic number. Ray says it all the time. Always walking around saying 5's the magic number.
5 meals a day is the magic number.
So I'll tell you what, I love this because the film did well, getting Oscar consideration. I would love to see Shrek come back. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of these guys that thinks keep making installments of franchises we like until we just run it into the ground. But I honestly think we've had a good long wait. I think there's a hunger, and it's not just Taylor. I think there's a hunger for more Shrek.
Oh, wow.
I think it would do well, and I would like to see it. And I hope he's not just blowing smoke up people's ass when he says this is our re-entry point back into the Shrek universe, and I hope they do. So, Taylor, I would be remiss if I didn't at least ask you what you think about what the CEO of NBC Universal just said.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, Jeff Shell is his name, I believe.
Yes.
Sir, what do you mean our re-entry point? We never left, or I never left. How much time do I have? First of all, my shrine to Shrek is paying off. I've got my painting. I didn't know about this till I got here, so I didn't bring this up with me.
No, that painting, I'm not kidding
always
you.
here.
And this is not a brag. He has that in his office.
Yep.
He has that in his office every day.
The eyeballs follow you as you walk. I got my puss, my little puss. I got my Shrek out of the box for the first time ever. I'm just so excited for this. Yesterday, was it yesterday? When were the Oscar nominees announced?
Tuesday, I think.
Time is an illusion now because of this news. Whenever that happened, you guys know I'm not good at math. The first thing I did was check my phone, and I had like 100 notifications, and I was like, "Oh no!" Like finally, something came out. One of my pictures, and so I checked, and it was just like everyone tagging me that Puss in Boots was nominated for Best Animated Feature, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Whew. So I was like relieved by that, and that was the first time, John, I'll tell you, that I was relieved to have and excited to have notifications about Puss when I woke up
On your
my phone.
That nomination was well deserved. I really
It really
enjoyed that
was.
movie. It was really cute. Whatever they did there worked out perfectly. I don't know. I didn't see if Turning Red was nominated. It wasn't.
It did.
Right?
Turning Red also got
good.
nominated.
So
Yep.
as long as both of those were nominated, those were like two of my top animated films this year. So
Yeah, very happy for them and happy to hear that we might get back into the Shrek universe. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Maybe you've never watched a Shrek movie. Maybe you think it's well past its shelf life. Maybe you're like me thinking, you know what? I think the ground is fertile and ripe for a return of the old Shrek. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to thank a sponsor of this video, MasterClass. MasterClass offers classes on a wide variety of topics, all taught by world-class instructors at the very top of their fields. Each class is broken out into individual video lessons, usually around 10 minutes long. And MasterClass is completely accessible on your phone, the web, smart TV, and available via audio mode to listen to classes on the go. They have over 2,500 video lessons from over 180 of today's most brilliant minds. They're all available anytime, anywhere on iOS, Android, desktop, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku. Now, obviously around here on the John Campea Show, we love our movies, so why not learn filmmaking from Jodie Foster, or maybe directing from Ron Howard himself, or the great Neil Gaiman doing his masterclass on the art of storytelling. And you guys have heard me talk about my favorite masterclass, Business Strategy and Leadership by Big Papa Iger himself, Bob Iger, the new and returning CEO of Disney. Guys, I highly recommend that you check it out. This holiday, give the perfect gift of an annual Masterclass membership and get one free. Go to masterclass.com/Campea today. That's masterclass.com/Campea. Terms apply.